Folks, it is time now for our game of the week, and we can't wait. Tremendous anticipation all across the college football landscape for this matchup. Today, it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
There's the handoff. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw. It's Brown. Short pass finds the tight end. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
He's brought down at the 35. Brings up second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
It's a fumble, and the defense jumps on the football.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Now they run a draw play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense. It's pin in their ears to get upfield. But instead, it's almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Lets it go quickly. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Can he take it all the way? At the 10 now. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Or it's snapped to the back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Can't quite get out to the 25. They'll spot it at the 24 to begin the drive. Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Hand off to the single back. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He's found some room at the 45. Tackle made after a big gain. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down. Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. The 10. Touchdown, Bulls. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And the interception taken to the house, a big 6, potential game-changing play there.
And nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys just able to corral him, but a great spot to start this drive. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the single back takes the handoff. Finds room at the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Force out of bounds, but not before the football's moved inside the 10. It'll be 1st down and goal. Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a great play of creating momentum for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that they're 1st and goal. You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Looking to score with a run to the right. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, maybe hold them to 3 points.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop.
14, Missouri, 0.
An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a third and goal. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And it's fielded. The returner trying to create a big play here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Makes a quick catch. Running with purpose. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The Bulls come up to the line in the hurry up. Back to throw. It's Brown. Escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The offense really clicking here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Tries the right with a quick throw. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the fourth quarter, really starts to wear you out.
Great defensive play, tackled quickly. Not much of a gain.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Send the back in motion. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 40. Past the 20. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception. And a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
Takes the handoff. It's Jones. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. So after the momentum shifts, Kirk, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, don't I have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have the ball last is going to be the offense, and the guy that has a chance to win this game may be going back and forth all game.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. Cole's offense back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, USF. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. This offense got up to a very slow start, but in the second quarter, they've been putting things together. A touchdown here would make things really interesting. Breaks loose at the 45. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Keeping it on the ground here. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense operating from the pistol. Handoff to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
Tackle is made at the 32-yard line. 2nd down.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. He's a wide open receiver, complete. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Timeout, South Florida.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
So 8 plays into this drive now. It's 3rd and goal. caught in the backfield. It's Madden. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on third down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. USF offense is back out there now. There was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Extending the play now. Tries to get loose on the scramble, but it's brought down after a short gain. The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Brown. The pass rush closing in. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's hit as he throws it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. The Bulls will bring their punt team onto the field. And the ball is away from his own end zone. And the kick will be down just inside the 45.
Well, I thought the return team did a really good job of giving him some room to work with. But I feel like the returner was so focused on making a big play downfield that he forgot to take care of the football, and it cost him.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He's moving out of the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Press coverage now from the secondary. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Looking for a deep completion. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking downfield, it's Brown. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Tackled after the interception. That will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Bulls will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from near the goal line. The returner is brought down. That's a start with the next drive. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. We get the second half started with the running play.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. He'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense talked about at halftime, coming up with a stop to start this second half. Now they've done that on this third down. We'll see what happens with the decision on fourth down, but the defense looks at a very different kind of energy to start the second half.
The South Florida offense back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception of the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. He's going to take off. Breaks loose at the 40. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? They're going to run it. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Back to pass. It's Brown. Catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Bulls starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Single back takes the handoff.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Same tailback, another carry. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying...
Touchdown, South Florida. They go in front here in the second half. Look at the blazing speed to that quarterback. Look, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 12. Coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time. Hands it off on the counter.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They'll feed the back again. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sideline. It's Miller. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And he drops back in the gun. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And the running back takes the handoff. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
He'll drop back here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Jones.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
Oh, and he fumbled it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Touchdown, Missouri. Number 32.
And they'll set up now for the extra point drop.
The kicker off for the extra point.
And the PAT puts them up 3.
Extra point is good.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
31. Saffron, 28.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
Will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. To throw, it's Brown. Airing this one out toward the sideline. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Bulls.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Tackle on play at the 29-yard line. Make some noise. It's third down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, South Florida 35, Missouri 31.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Can he get there on the ground? Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
And then first down, right back to the running game.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Make some noise. It's third down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. He'll hand it off. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. And off in a single back formation. Just a small gain, looking at 2nd and 9.
Picks up 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Make some noise. It's third down.
On this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they need 9 yards. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
I don't blame the quarterback here. You get to 3rd down with the catch radius that this tight end has, give it to him every single time. Now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the 4th quarter. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Missouri. They jump in front here in the 4th.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
PAT is important, and they get a 3-point lead. And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the 4th quarter. It's all up to the defense. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. First down here for this offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
He breaks free, trying to extend the play. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
It's a shotgun run call. The Bulls pick up enough yards to move the sticks. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. On first down, they'll keep their running game churning.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Escapes the sack. He's moving out of the pocket now, using his legs here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
They could use some yards here on third down. A field goal try would be from 54. Direct snap to the back. Change of direction. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Bulls have first and 10 here. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. We've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Come to the line for second down and very short now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First and goal, handoff. Look at him run through those tacklers. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, that's positive yards on first and goal, which is obviously good. But now we're at this point in the game, critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
That's a second and goal play for the offense. That's a design quarterback keeper. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. They go with a direct snap. Touchdown, USF. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead. And now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
Now they get set to kick it away. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. And it comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll throw it now. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looking to pass here on second down. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass. You've got to come up with a first down.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it on the move. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. And looking to throw now on first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's escaping the pocket now. And he throws his third interception of the day.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing him the game.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. And it's a bunch formation. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21. So that's now back-to-back wins, Kirk, over quality opponents. This team really building some momentum.
I agree. I think there's a lot to build on with this team and what they've been able to do these last few games. We'll just have to see how far this streak can extend and how much this team can keep improving.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.